All right, ladies and gentlemen, the IPL 2024 auction has come to an end. The much needed one we were very excited for. If you look into the date today, it's 19th of December. Exactly a month before, it was the heartbreaking night we had at Ahmedabad where India lost the World Cup. But as we say, life moves on, and we have completely forgotten that. The excitement went on. The IPL auction has been finished, and the 10 teams are here. I'm starting with four special guests with us, and I'll keep the things rolling. And I have to start with this team making in the record books. And the special guest is Orko. Orko, welcome to the show, representing KKR once again. Don't look at any other player, just look into that Australian with the price tag of 24.75 crore. When he was sold to you, what was your reaction? You were very excited, or was it that is he too overpriced?
Well, firstly, thank you for inviting me to the show. And coming to the point that you just stated, yeah, Stark was a buy which was very necessary. I think it was in the cards for a very long time. And with Cummins going for 20, I was sure Stark will go for much more than that. People may call it overpriced, but given the requirement KKR had, because they did not have a very big Indian fast bowling name, so they obviously needed a superstar overseas bowler, and who better than Stark? So I was obviously very excited because personally also he's one of my favorite pacers of the modern era. So pretty happy that we got Stark, and that adds a lot of value to the team going forward.
Absolutely. And if you can just a little bit overview on the balance of your team, you haven't got all your 25 players you were looking for, but still you have got all the bases covered. Are you pretty much happy? And just to addition about the two experience where Manish Pandey and Mujibur Rahman. You've got another spinner. You already have so many spinners in your rank. The reason behind you've picked Mujibur Rahman, do you expect the pitch to be a different one this time around?
Yeah, most certainly, because Gambhir will surely demand for that kind of pitch for KKR this time around, like it was when he was the captain. I think Mujib was not a very mandatory pick. It wasn't something we needed desperately. They could have maybe gone for someone like Inglis or Salt to add more wicket-keeping options and batting firepower because we only have Gurbaz and Bharat in terms of keeping options. Probably they could have gone for that to could give a bit more pace hitting abilities on the top. But otherwise, I think it's pretty obvious that they looked for Mujib as a backup for Narain, perhaps. Though I feel that Anukul, Suyash, Varun are more than enough to cover for Narain, even if he is not available, be it now or in the future. But that being said, getting Mujib wouldn't be bad. He's a good power play bowler. He's pretty fit. I know he's got butterfingers. He's not a very good fielder, just like Narain. So you can say you can compare him to Narain. But otherwise, he's a good option to have. He'll be available as well. He's young, brings in that power play bowling into him, has that bit of mystery as people consider. So Mujib is a good value addition given his experience. And Manish Pandey is, I think, a very, very useful buy because we got him firstly for a very cheap price. He gives in some amount of, experience as an Indian batter. Maybe we could look at him even ahead of Venkatesh Iyer. Perhaps if we believe that Iyer is not that trustworthy, maybe they can play Manish Pandey up the order as a batter. He has been in KKR in the past and he has been kind of a lucky charm for us. So yeah, these two are pretty good additions. I think Manish Pandey was a better addition than Mujib.
Okay, so in short, if you have to rate this auction out of 10, what would be your score?
I'll rate it a good 8 out of 10. I feel that it could have been a bit better in terms of the keeping aspect because we just have two keepers. One is Bharat.
Yeah. Did we just lose Orko?
Stabilizer.
Probably.
But yeah, that also is obviously necessary sometimes. So, and apart from that, Gurbaz comes with a bit of inexperience, is a bit of a more raw form of talent. So maybe we needed someone like Salt or English, or maybe uncapped Indian keeper would have done us better. But That being said, apart from that, we have enough backups. They took Rutherford for Russell. I know he's more of a batting all-rounder. He doesn't bowl too often, but yeah, he can cover for that Caribbean flavor of Russell. So he's also in form in the recent international T20 leagues as well, even in the squad for the England West Indies tour. So made some pretty unpopular buys, cheap buys. You can call them steals or budget buys, but yeah, overall the team looks sorted. Apart from the keeping aspect, I'm pretty happy with the auction.
Okay, you're pretty happy with the auction. Looked like Gambhir was also pretty happy with the auction. You're saying 8 out of 10 is what the record breakers Mitchell Stark's Kolkata Knight Riders says for Orko. Thank you so much, Orko. We'll come back to you later on in the show as well. Next team, it has to be the closest amongst that. It is Pat Cummins, led by Sunrisers Hyderabad, and it's the team of Gopal. Gopal, I'll come to you. Firstly, Pat Cummins, when he was definitely announced the richest player before Mitchell Stark. So when you heard that Pat Cummins is your 20.5 crore richest player in the IPL auction, what was your reaction? And did you straight away think of leadership of the Sunrisers Hyderabad as well?
Yeah, to be honest, I was really surprised by seeing Pat Cummins and that too at 20.5 crore. But obviously, yeah, it's a good buy, obviously, because and he's a leadership material also. And Pat Cummins, it adds a lot of stability and solidity to the squad when it comes to both bowling and batting, because Pat Cummins can also bat. So I think that we are pretty sorted in this department, like in this bowling. What we because yeah, Travis had also as a opener also we are really sorted in the opening also. Abhishek and Travis Head are opening, and only and our concern is our that yeah, middle order is also sorted. Klasin Markram, what we needed, yeah, was that bowling also bowling. And so Pat Cummins, yeah, it's a obviously really happy with this inclusion of Pat Cummins, because he's a leadership material and he may be the captain. Who knows?
Okay, and we were discussing you have so many overseas players and so many experience all over the squad. How do you pick four overseas in your playing 11? It's a very tricky question for you.
Yeah, the team which have basically the team which have lot of overseas option. I mean to say you can play anyone is the biggest strength. So I will say that it's a good positive news for us that we can play any players on the given day, depending upon the situation and depending upon the circumstances. Yeah. So I think that four overseas for me, I will say that Klassen is obviously pretty much obvious. Klassen will obviously play. Travis Head for me. Second, third one. If you are making Pat Cummins captain, then obviously he will be there, and obviously he will there because you we spent 20.5 crore. So three overseas are sorted. Markram, I think that there's a doubt. I will say that yeah, many will say that Markram is a obvious choice at number 4, but I don't know that why I'm feeling that you might play Jansen or Hasaranga in place of Eden Markram.
So you're not looking at Glenn Phillips or Marco Jansen.
Unfortunately, not.
Okay, unfortunately not. And one question for you, as we have noticed, the neutral fans, the other nine teams have definitely noticed it during the battle war of Pat Cummins. Was the bid of Pat Cummins a calculated risk? You extended to the limit, or was it a battle of ego?
Basically requirements. Basically, you need to obviously have the requirements and not to look at the purse. So what we require was that the captaincy material, because in the last season also we saw that Eden Markram was not up to the mark. He was also he was the captain, but he was not handling the situation in the pressure situation. But on the other hand, we saw that Pat Cummins has this type of pressure situation he can handle. So obviously the team is looking for Pat Cummins, and the price tag I think is that it's idle because we have already 34 crores. We have come to spend obviously this type of for this world class player.
Okay, so you're pretty much pleased with the team. You have a backup for every single player.
Yeah.
Rate this team out of 10, please.
For me, 8.5 out of 10.
Why an 8.5? You should give this team a 10.5 out of 10. You have all bases covered, literally.
Actually, I was saying that the backup of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar also. Then also see Pat Cummins is not a proven T20 player. Na? He we all know that he has a brilliant ODI season, World Cup season. So World ODI we can't mix ODI with T20. In the last Pat Cummins T20 history is that in 42 matches he took only 45 wickets. Maybe he can give he can be he may concede in the death over also because he's not good in death overs also. So there can be the off day like Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is also getting smacked and Pat Cummins is also getting smacked. So there's a
Understood.
yeah concern for me. So that's why I'm saying that we need to have some could have managed some proper bowlers. Like I
You're
expected Harshad Patel.
with 20.5 crores, you're looking into the Pat Cummins, the bowler. Behind the scenes, Orko is hinting that where is the batting of Pat Cummins? He scored the fastest 50 for the Kolkata Knight Riders. You remember his batting as well. So he's another good batsman as well down the order. If you're looking at a backup of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, you have enough. If I look at bowlers, Natrajan, Umran Malik, you've got Jaydev Unadkat, you have Akash Singh, so many bowlers. So I think you should definitely give at least a 9 out of 10 for this side. Okay, thank you so much, Gopal. We'll definitely come back
Thank
to
you,
you
thank you.
later on. Going into the
Yeah.
next team, that is the Chennai Super Kings and led by Sitanshu. Sitanshu with yellow jersey around you as well. Looking into the buys, Rachin Ravindra
Yeah,
1.8 crore only. I must say only. Was there a biggest steal of the auction for you?
definitely it was. We were looking for it maybe around 6-7 at least. I was thinking he would go for at least a 6-7, looking at his performance in the Indian conditions recently.
Yep.
So 1.8 was a big steal for Rachin Ravindra.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Daryl Mitchell is your costliest player in the IPL auction, 14 crores. Did you expect him to be that costly and especially Chennai to go behind him?
I mean, in your previous videos where we discussed about the top five picks for CSK, I mean, I had mentioned Rachin Ravindra, Darren Mitchell, as well as I was looking for a left arm pacer, someone with experience. So I was glad
Yeah.
we got Mustafizur. So I thought that CSK would go for a Darren Mitchell, but I was not sure whether they would actually spend 14 CR for him.
Hmm.
But I mean, I hope he proves it worth. And since he's gone for 14 CR, I think he would be one of the players in the starting 11.
Absolutely. And promising players like Samir Rizvi is back amongst the mix and he will be under the guidance of MS Dhoni. Nothing better than that. But Shardul Thakur, welcoming back in the men in yellow. Are you very much happy with the amount you've got him for?
Yeah, 4 CR for Shardul is pretty decent. And as we
Mhm.
had discussed, he would be the priority pick over someone like a Harshal Patel. So that's what CSK went back to him
Absolutely.
for. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, there's a first question for you. Says Abhishek says giving 8 crores to an uncapped player. What about Samir Rizvi? As they are going to play 50% of their games at slow pitches in Chepauk. Is it a gambling or is it a good choice to get him? What's your pick on this one?
So I haven't really followed a lot about this player, but then what I have just researched about him, so he had a very good season in the UP league, which happened, and he is
Hmm.
known for the big hitting skills over there. So
Okay.
the pitch over there is going to be pretty similar to what we could see in Chennai, like the slow pitches there. And
Okay.
considering the impact player rule, he might come in as that extra batsman in your lineup who will be
Yeah.
replaced by a bowler during the fielding setup. So he will just be there as an extra batter, I feel, in the lineup. Because as we mentioned in that video, our 11 was almost pretty much sorted. The
Hmm.
entire batting lineup was pretty much sorted, wherein someone like an MSD itself is finding a difficult spot. Like he's finding it difficult to get a spot in the top or the middle order. He's probably someone who's
Absolutely.
coming down in the lower middle order. So considering that, I think he would probably like someone like a Samir Rizvi if he's being a part of the playing 12 now. I would say so he would be just be there as an impact player who I feel.
Okay. Fair point. And lastly, rate this team out of 10. in a short name.
Also, is that Avnish Rao or is it some? Okay, yeah,
It's Avnish now. Yeah.
yeah, okay. I would give it a 9. I mean, although Samir Rizvi looks good, I mean, I haven't followed him to be honest,
Hmm.
but I would have preferred someone like Shah Rukh Khan. I think he was sold for a lesser price compared to him.
Absolutely.
So I would have been like, I would have given it a 10 on 10 based on my expectations from the thing, from this auction, if it was a Shah Rukh Khan in place of a Samir Rizvi. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, looks at least a 9 on 10 in paper on paper right now.
Okay. 9 out of 10. You're saying to the Chennai Super Kings team. And okay, Ronit has a question for you. Who are the first four overseas players for CSK according to you? Give your shots.
Okay, so Conway is a definite starter, obviously, and I mean, since we have got Rachin Ravindra for 1.8, and he's having a better form of late compared to a Moeen Ali.
Hmm.
So I would probably pick Rachin Ravindra ahead of Moeen Ali,
Okay.
and they would be the interchangeable ones together, as in
Okay.
who's giving you that left-hand batting option and part-time spin if required. And
Hmm.
third would be Daryl Mitchell.
Okay. So you're saying Conway, Rachin Ravindra, Darren Mitchell. So you haven't
Yeah,
left the Kiwi Stars. Who is your
yeah.
fourth? Don't tell me it's
Uh,
Dikshan.
fourth, I would say it would be one of Patirana or Mustafizur.
Dikshan.
And considering our Chennai pitches, so I would probably pick someone like a Mustafizur. Even though Patirana has had a better record in the past IPL,
Hmm.
he has had a pretty good record in the past IPL. But just for that variation of the left arm pace and those variations which he can bring in the death. Although he has not been a very good form recently, maybe Mustafizur, but again, you never know. Under MS, fortunes might change,
Yeah, that's true. That's
and
absolutely
also he will
100%.
be very impactful with the like Chennai playing conditions.
Okay, that's absolutely true.
So,
I'll
so,
agree to this point.
so these would be my starting four overseas.
Okay. And Abhishek says that Conway, Mitchell, Mustafizur, and a slash between Moin Ali and Rachin Ravindra in
Yeah,
the
I
middle
mean
order.
that's
Fair
exactly
point.
what I told.
Fair point. Okay. 9 out of 10 says Hitanshu. I'll come back to you, Hitanshu, as well. Thank you so much for the CSK
Sure,
overview
sure.
as well. Goes to the Delhi Capitals. And this team had a lot of budget as well. Deepu, fair point, and give your views on this new team, new looking side. Starting with Harry Brooks, how was your opening bid for that? Were you pleased with Harry Brook or you wanted somebody else?
Well, I mean, if you discuss with me, I mean, you are yourself a DC fan as well, and by the looks of it, we both also, wanted Travis Head. I mean, I can read your face as well. It was we all wanted Travis Head in that squad, and given the Aussie culture we have in the Delhi Capitals dressing room, I mean, Travis Head was a all likely, or even a Josh Inglis was a most likely player to be in the Delhi setup, even in the group when we were discussing. So I
Hmm.
mean, it's a decent buy. I have no disrespect to Harry Brook. He's a decent buy, but that thing is there. We could have got Travis Head, and also the fact that we were quite timid in our bidding. We almost going closer to buy a player. I mean, what, just two bids away, and we would just pull off. So again,
Yep.
that's a very bad approach. And yeah, Harry Brook is a great buy for us. And even Stubbs, it's a buy which I was not expecting. To be honest, I was not expecting this kind of a buy. I was
Because
expecting more of a
English went
Josh Inglis.
unsold. English went unsold. We could have got him,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, that's what Stubbs. No issues with him, but still, this was a buy which was least expected from the Delhi Capitals. I was rather
Hmm.
expecting a Phil Salt or a Josh Inglis, or maybe a KS Bharat also. KKR got him with a steal. I mean, he went with the base price, which I was expecting that there might be a bidding war for him, and it wasn't the case. So I think that could have been another option. And to have so many keepers, I mean, we didn't have one last year proper keeper, and now we have two keepers. So I think
Absolutely. I think Deepu is having some network issues. Yes, we have so many wicket keepers in that. And in place of Deepu, I'll just rate this team. I am pretty much happy. 8.5. I would give this team out of 10. And that would be my team. I'm pretty much pleased. The most expensive buy for the Delhi Capitals, I think, is um, who is it? It's Kumar Kushargar. I think he is the most expensive buy. We have to look forward to what he brings to the table, but we will be definitely staying updated. Delhi has the most purses left. 9.9 crores we had left, but we don't know what we will do with that anymore. But the auction is over. And moving on to the next team, that is the Gujarat Titans representing Vibber. Vibber, welcome to the show. Gujarat Titans. Talk to me about this player, Shah Rukh Khan. You've gotten a steal, I must say, in 7.4. How was your feeling when you got him?
Yes, I think the last time we did a video, I talked about Shah Rukh Khan and Samir Rizvi, and if someone would have told me before the auction that you are getting Shah Rukh Khan, Azmatullah, and Kartik Tyagi, all three of them, so I would be very happy. So Shah Rukh for 7.4 crores, having a hitter like him who can bowl some overs, so it's great to have Shah Rukh for 7.4 crores with the kind
Yeah.
of purse we had, because we had something around 38 crores. So getting Shah Rukh for 7.4 is surely a steal. So very happy with the inclusion of Shah Rukh in Gujarat Titans.
Okay. And going on to the other inclusions, Azmatullah Omarzai, another Afghanistan player added to your squad, so it must be some of those things. But 10 crore of Spencer Johnson. What do you look into him? Is he X factor we discussed behind the scenes, or is it something you definitely did homework on?
See, I think our management surely did homework for Spencer Johnson. We had Starc and Johnson in our mind. We could have gone for Aljari Joseph or Ferguson, but we already had them in our team for the previous seasons. We had Joseph for
Hmm.
the previous season and Ferguson in the 22. So we didn't wanted to go back to them. So investing on Johnson is a great decision. A left-arm fast bowler has got some good height, can bowl bouncers. So it's a very good investment for us. We have Josh Little and Spencer now, so it will be interesting to see who gets to play first, because Johnson has some injury issues. I have followed his career lately, so he has got some injury issues. So it will be interesting to see how GT will be managing Johnson, but it's a great buy for us.
Okay, you're pretty much pleased with this. And talk to me about the experience of Umesh Yadav and Kartik Tyagi leading the pace attack for the Gujarat Titans. Like in Indian, you need Indian people right in the squad, right?
Yes, because before the auction, we had released Yash Dayal, Pradeep Sangwan, and few more Indian fast bowlers. So it is good to see that we have got Umesh Yadav. He can be that backup for Mohammad Shami. So it's good to have Umesh Yadav in. And Kartik Tyagi was the one whom I wanted in my team badly, because the pace which he brings, his Yorkers are really good. To have Kartik Tyagi in team at 60 lakhs is one more steal. So we have got few steals in the auction. Azmatullah for
Yeah, I
50
think I
lakhs.
think I
And
60 lakhs for Kartik Tyagi is a very big steal. We were discussing
yes,
of them, and I'll bring the Punjab Kings people later on in the show, and they wanted to pay big money on him, but he got him for 60
I
lakhs.
was ready to give 10 crores or 12 crores for Kartik Tyagi. We had a lot of purse left, and Kartik Tyagi surely deserved that amount. So it was surprising that Kartik Tyagi went for just 60 lakhs.
So now, do you agree that the selling of Hardik Pandya is a blessing in disguise, or do you still miss him?
I would not miss him, because he wanted to go
Oh
to MI. So
wow!
he wanted to go to MI, so it's fine. And our young players, our young captain will create a great legacy for our team. So very happy with inclusion of Omar Zai, Kartik Tyagi. Good to have Umesh Yadav in our team as backup for Shami. And we have got some really good buys in the auction. We have a great young team, young leader, so we will create some great legacy in the IPL.
Okay, so you're pretty much confident. Rate this team out of 10, please.
I will give 9,
You'll
because
give a
the
9
picks
out
which
of
I
10.
wanted, we have
Yeah.
got the picks which I wanted.
Okay, so you're pretty much pleased as a fan for this team as well. So thank you so much, Vibber. We will definitely bring you back later on the show as well. Next comes this team that is I'll stick to the Mumbai Indians first. Unfortunately, the fan of the Lucknow Super Giants isn't here. Gurpal Singh ji, Mumbai Indians, how does it feel? You had a limited purse, to be honest, because of Hardik Pandya, but you got
Yeah.
good players, especially starting with Gerald Coetzee. How does it feel?
It feels very good. Actually, in my mock auction, I also picked Gerald as well as Madhushanka. I was lucky to buy both of them. I guess Mumbai made all the noises during the trade, and the trade of Hardik Pandya, whatever budget we have with us today, we are lucky to get so many good players in that sort of budget. If we
Hmm.
see other teams like RCB spend 16 crores for two bowlers, and in all 16 crores we got Kodze, Madhushanka, Gopal, Nuwan Tushara, and Mohammad Nabi as well. Even
Hmm.
the youngsters we have got, I trust on the scout team of Mumbai Indians. So they are also very good. They are also decent. I've checked their stats as well. They are also decent, very good, and with the experience, they will be forced to reckon with for in the future. Overall, I'm saying it's a very good team and good addition to Mumbai Indians, because we lacked the bowling in 2022 and 2023. We have we actually moved on from Timal Mills, Daniel Sams, and those type of stuffs to now we are seeing Kozze, Dilshan Madhusanka, and Nuwan Tushera in our team. So it's a big boost for the Mumbai Indians. I
Okay,
guess
and
this team.
yeah, we expected Vanindu Hasaranga to go big Mumbai Indians, but you couldn't go for him. But instead, you got a Shreyas Gopal as your leg spinner. Are you pleased with this
Yes.
buy?
Yes, I am pleased with this buy, because if we have not got Mohammad Nabi, then I would have said we could have either we could have definitely gone for Hasaranga. But with the Nabi is also there, the finger spinner, and Nabi is could be a backup for Tim David. But once
Yeah.
Mumbai will move out of Wankhede to Chennai or the spinning tracks, then Nabi could come in. And the way we have seen the Wankhede page, the ball swung during the World Cup in the evening. So you never know. Mumbai pitch curators can put a little, can add more of a grass, and you can see all pace attack for during the IPL with Mumbai Indian squad. So we have backup for everyone as well as, and we have a strong aggressive team. Just one thing Mumbai needs to do is like with they are being in reasons wrong reasons, they are for because of Hardik Pandya captaincy and lot the stories and the news are flowing over. So if the Mumbai Indians Hardik Pandya can handle the star-studded team, especially Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Bumrah, Ishan Kishan, then and if those players can back Hardik Pandya, ki let's do it again and let's do it for sixth time. I guess Mumbai seems to be a short winner in the IPL 2024 with the squad they have.
Hmm.
It's only
Okay.
how Hardik Pandya will able to manage them. That this controversy has passed. If the vibe if the vibe will be good, the vibe will match. I guess there's no stopping Mumbai Indians this time. What I feel.
Okay. Okay. So you're pretty much pleased. You have the experienced bunch of players as well amongst your squad. Rate this team out of 10, please.
It's definitely 10 on 10, because
10 or 10. Okay.
10 on 10, because the top seven, the five Indian batsmen makes the huge that's a huge boost for the any IPL team, because your top five batsmen are Indians, and you can always play with the foreign players. You can have four foreign bowlers. You can play two batsmen. You can use them as a impact player as well. So this really gives them the boost, and even the backups like Vishnu Manoj is there for Ishan Kishan, then Nehal Vadera is there, then Shams Mulani is there. So these are also very good players, decent domestic players. They are not like youngsters or like they're like. So they are also very good defense players. I guess Mumbai Indians have a good chance. Thus, they need to be united again and play as a one family and one team. That would be the
One.
main
Okay.
challenge now.
ये तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात आपने कर दी, वन
Yes,
फैमिली।
yes,
इसके बारे में
one
तो थोड़ा
team.
सा बोलिए, उसके बारे में तो आपसे सुनना ही चाहते हैं हम, थोड़ा सा बोलिए। Were you pleased or not pleased when the captainship was given to Hardik Pandya from Rohit Sharma?
See, I will take a different side. In T20, in Indian team, we say we don't want Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. If Mumbai Indians, if it's a franchise team, we are removing Rohit Sharma from captaincy. Why there's so much hue and cry? आप इंडियन टीम में उसको कह रहे हो कि छोड़ दे T20 मत खेलो, विराट कोहली को मत खेलो। और जब आईपीएल फ्रेंचाइज की बात आई है, तो when will we learn to take the bold decision? If one franchise, if Mumbai Indians taking the bold decision, I think they should we should respect the decision. और ये जो decision हुआ है, I don't think so they have made the decision themselves. Would have
ਗੁਰਪਾਲ ਗੱਪ ਘੱਟ ਬੋਲ ਯਾਰ ਤੈਨੂੰ
नहीं
ਪਤਾ
मैं
ਯਾਰ
अपनी घट
ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ
बोल रहा है।
ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਰੋਹਿਤ ਸ਼ਰਮਾ ਦੀ come on that is the main thing why I am not an MI fan
Sajid,
right let's keep that no agenda against MI and I've always
hmm
liked MI but you think about it the captain's on the high you sign Chapri and that's what everybody's calling him so I'll call him Chapri But you can't compare the two. I know. Yes, if it was transition, I would have been happy. But just to sack him, that was wrong.
हाँ
सर
यार,
पाजी
यहाँ
सैक नहीं
130 पे
किया ना।
कोई आउट नहीं है, तुम आईपीएल आईपीएल कर रहे हो। यहाँ इंडिया हार रहा है,
पाजी
130 पे कोई आउट
पाजी
नहीं है।
2013 च रिकी पॉन्टिंग ते सचिन तो भी कैप्टनसी हटा देती सी, सीधा रोहित शर्मा को देती सी कैप्टनसी, वो तो कोई कुछ नहीं बोलिया। देयर
But
वाज
you
नो
didn't win any
ह्यू एंड क्राई
IPLs.
बिकॉज़
You didn't win any IPLs under those captains. You won five under this one, and then
got that point,
Ravi
but
Shankar superstar, superstar.
सचिन ਦਾ ਵੀ ਸਟੇਚਰ ਅਲੱਗ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਸਚਿਨ ਦਾ ਸਟੇਚਰ ਹਲੇ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗॉड ਮੰਨਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ, ਬਟ ਉਹਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਸ ਵਕਤ ਕੋਈ ਹੂ ਕਰਾਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਇੰਨਾ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਤੇ। ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਡੇਟ ਤੇ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਟਰੋਂਗ ਹੈ। that's why we are seeing this type of diverse statements and all.
But Gurpal, if you can say a little bit, you are respecting the decision of Hardik Pandya. Then what wrong did Jasprit Bumrah and Surya Kumar Yadav did that they couldn't get the leadership?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. तो सूर्य कुमार यादव ने अभी कैप्टनसी स्टार्ट की है, इवन जसप्रीत बुमराह ने ज्यादा कैप्टनसी नहीं की है, तो
But
हार्दिक
वो लोग
पांड्या ने
कितने
एक
सालों
सीजन पूरा
से
किया है।
मुंबई में था, so
हार्दिक पांड्या ने भी तो मुंबई इंडियंस की कैप्टनसी अभी स्टार्ट की है, उसने भी तो मुंबई
exactly.
को
So
कैप्टन।
No, he from past 2 years he's captain. He's captain for India for 1 year.
so he's a
You see now,
captain for the Gujarat Titans
you see the
team.
match, how many matches he has been captain. That's thing.
Understandable, but
I'm not
you
I'm your point is valid. सूर्य कुमार यादव को बना सकते थे, बुमराह को बना सकते थे, but they had the desire to get Hardik back, and for that they wanted to give him captaincy,
Let's see,
so they made him the
let's see,
captain.
let's see how this goes. If it'll only time will tell, yaar, what happens. Let's
absolutely
not
time will
get
tell.
in.
But I'll give my honest opinion on this. I won't be surprised if before the mega auction Surya Kumar Yadav and Jasprit Bumrah leaves MI. I won't be surprised at all because I think it was a little injustice to them. But thank you so much, Gurpal. You said 10 out of 10 for the Mumbai Indians current squad.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. We'll definitely come back to you in the neutral
Sure.
episode as well. Moving on to the famous team Punjab Kings, who always wakes up in the last round, especially. I have two guests, not one but two. Paji, I'll start with you. Your honest reaction on this team. How does it feel to be with the auction you have done with the Punjab Kings?
Underwhelmed. I'm pretty underwhelmed. I have to be honest. You know something? I think we got Harsha Patel probably a bit too expensive. But again, if it's a lot of ticks a lot of boxes for us, allows us to rotate our bowlers, gives us another Indian bowler. Then we come to Chris Wokes. I'm personally happy that Chris Wokes has come because that's a perfect backup for Karan. And then we come up to Riley Russo. We let Shahrukh go for, he only went for 7.4 crore, and we signed a foreign player that we probably didn't need for more money. So I wasn't really getting that one. And then obviously the unknown Indian players, you guys will know more than me about how good they are. But overall, I would
There's only
say,
Ashutosh Sharma who has any stats on Cricinfo, and this Prince Rai is a leg spinner. That's all we know about this team, and
Shashank
they
Singh is
always
a
goose up.
middle order hard hitting batsman. We have seen him
Who?
before, I guess. Shashank Singh, he's a middle order hard
Not,
hitting batsman,
but
just like
Shashank
a
Singh,
little bit of.
there is again reliance on overseas batsmen. If all the Englishmen go, पंजाब में अंग्रेजी दारू भी बहुत चलती है और पंजाब में अंग्रेजी प्लेयर भी बहुत चलते हैं। ऐसा मेरे को लग रहा है पिछले 3 साल से यही होता आ रहा है। और ऐसी घटिया तरीन ऑक्शन इन्होंने किया, इनको घंटा कुछ नहीं पता। अगर आप इट इज लाइक यू वेंट फॉर अ वॉक, यू वेंट इनटू द वो मेज होती है, मेज, यू आर ट्राइंग टू गेट योर वे आउट ऑफ द मेज, पर जो चीज तुम्हें चाहिए थी वो तुम लेके नहीं आए, तुम वापस खाली हाथ आ गए। वेयर इज द इंडियन फिनिशर? आई कांट सी एनी इंडियन फिनिशर। डज दिस मीन कि जितेश शर्मा को नीचे करेंगे? उसके लिए आई सी सैम करन बैटिंग एट 6, so your batting finishes at 5, so useless option from Punjab Kings. Basically nothing to be happy
Okay,
about in this, except for the
okay.
fact
So
that we have backups for Arshdeep
yes,
Singh.
you're
we
saying
have
you
we
have
have
a
Arshal
backup
Patel,
for
that's good.
players. Absolutely, and
Yeah, that's
like you said about the batting order, we have a fan. Paramveer Singh has predicted his playing 11 for the Punjab Kings. Here it is. He says it's going to be Shikhar Dhawan opening with Prap Simran Singh, Atharva Taide, Sikandar Raza, Livingstone at 5, Jitesh Sharma at 6. Then you have Sam Karam at 7, Harshal Ade, Harpreet Brar at 9. Then you have Rahul Chahar and Arshdeep at 10 and 11 with Ellis and Rabada as your impact players. Aryan, what's your take on this one? You will straight away knock out Ellis
so
and Rabada from your team.
I don't no no he's not knocking out. I think he's confused with the impact player. What you can do is I would ideally do is just if Besto is not performing, just remove him, open with Prab Simran Singh, and then bring in Riley Rosso. That's a good option to have from what I am seeing. If one of the English players leaves, for example, if Livingston has to leave or Besto has to leave, then Rosso comes in. That is some sense of Rosso. Uh, but not going for Ramandeep Singh, not going for Shah Rukh Khan. If you wanted to go, then go full tilt. They have again come back to square one. So they're going to play in the same fashion. All the burden is going to go on Shikhar Dhawan. If Shikhar Dhawan gets out, this batting is kind of may crumble, and all the load is on the bowling. So uh, does the bowling perform or no? That will decide the fate of the Punjab Kings in the
Okay.
upcoming season.
Okay, and Paji, over to you. There's a question from one of our own viewers who is part of this show as well. Says that two questions. That is, why don't you back Punjab players in your squad? Example of did not go for Ramandeep Singh, as Aryan said, and also Raj Bawa. You haven't bid for him as well, he went unsold. And secondly, is that why did you release why did you release Shah Rukh Khan if you had to bid him for him once again?
To be fair, I think maybe behind the scenes, I'm not privy to this, and I'll say that now. Maybe Shah Rukh wanted a new challenge. I think that could be my only thing, because we haven't got a player like that. We haven't purchased an Indian finisher, and I think that's going to be something that it would have given us a lot of options. If we kept Shah Rukh, then I would say this would be in a perfect auction for us, other than getting another quality spinner, because I think last year we struggled, our spinners struggled to take wickets. This year, if they improve, brilliant. If they don't improve, then we'll still have problems at tracks like Hyderabad, and we'll have problems at Delhi is a slow turner, and we'll have problems at Chennai in those areas. And again, I think good. We've got a backup for Liam in Sikandar Raza. We've got Harshal in, which will give us an impact bowler that we can put in. Again, middle order control, end game, he can perform. But again, Johnny Bairstow's out of form. What condition Liam Lipton comes in as well, and how Sam Curran performs, I think that will give us an idea of what we want to do. But overall, as I said, you look at the first two buys, you think, okay, Darryl Mitchell, they were willing to pay 14 crore for him, and they got Chris Wokes for 4. I'm personally delighted with that move, because I think we needed a backup player, and we got somebody for 4 crore, and he's very good. So, but the other players, as I say, Riley Russo, I can't see if Riley Russo was Indian at his form. Would I still pick him over Shah Rukh Khan? Probably not.
That's what the next question I was about to say. You paid 8 crores for Riley Russo. That's what one of the Gurpal Singh says that as well. You paid 8 crore for Shah Rukh Khan, and Shah Rukh Khan was sorry. You paid 8 crore for Riley Russo, and Shah Rukh Khan was sold around 6.7 or 7.2. So you could have easily gone a bit more for Shah Rukh Khan, is it?
Yes, we could have gone for that. We could have gone for Shardul Thakur. I thought Shardul Thakur would have given
No,
us a lot of
no, Punjab
balance.
Punjab would not have gone for Shah Rukh Khan because it was clear that they were against a competitor who would have anyways outbid them. So as
Yeah.
soon as Gujarat Titans started bidding for Shah Rukh, it was a no-no for Punjab because anyways they would keep increasing the price, and in the end I think Gujarat wanted Shah Rukh Khan to have the finishing power, which Hardik Pandya left. So
Yeah.
they just wanted to strengthen it, and I think it was a decent decision to not compete against Gujarat. So Shah Rukh Khan was anyways not going to come. So I think
Yeah,
yeah, they,
no, I agree with that. I agree with that. But you just want to make them burn the purse, don't you? So that we were made to burn our purse for Purple Patel. That we could have done that, and
no, but
again, we did the
again,
right thing.
this team is not that bad if you look at the quality of the players. It is there, but do they click as a unit? Sometimes the batting clicks, the bowling fails, the bowling clicks, the batting fails. So do they get the consistency, which is always the question with this team? If you look at the individual talent, it's always there in this team because all of them are match winners. On their day, they can win the match single-handedly. Especially the bowling, it is suited for Mohali. We've got Harshal Patel, Kagiso Rabada, Arshdeep Singh. You've got three quality pacers along with Sam Curran if he comes good. So
So
that is a attack
that's
which
what
is suited for
Gopal says as well. That you He doesn't understand the signing of Harshal Patel when your bowling is sorted. You have Sam Curran, you have Ashdeep, you have Rabada, you have Ellis, all death
You
bowlers
can
sorted.
just Gopal
White.
just go and search Punjab Kings economy at death. So that will give you an
Yeah.
idea about the signing of Harshal Patel last year. We were smacked at
Mhm.
the death,
Okay,
and we didn't have a
and
bowler who
Aryan
could bowl in the slow pitches outside of
in the
Mohali. So
middle overs. Oh, yeah,
middle-
it could be that. And Aryan, you said about finishers. Do you want to see Jitesh Sharma being playing the finisher role for Punjab
yeah,
and as
that's
an
what I'm
Indian
saying.
player as well?
For that to happen, someone has to come and bat at 4 so that Livingston steps at 5. Or maybe Jitesh Sharma has to bat 6. Jitesh Sharma has to bat 6 to play the role of Shah Rukh Khan. We don't have any
Why
batsman
not?
at
You
6.
already have a couple of retained players like Atharva Taide and Harpreet Bhatia. Why not back them again?
So
That's
yeah,
what they'll
that's
have to
what I'm
do.
saying. If it has
That's,
to be, it has to be 3 Prav Simran, 3 Johnny Bairstow, or 4 Atharva Taide. You have to have 3
Yeah.
and 4, which is inexperienced batsman. So that might be a bit risky. That's the thing.
yeah, you just hit it on the
It
head,
could be.
Gopal. Pritham, you just hit it on the head. If Aptava Tayade and Harpreet Bhatia, become good, and we drop Liam to 5 and Jitesh at 6, then over
Yeah,
20
that would be
overs
good.
we should be fine. But
And
again,
you
a
have
lot
Sam
of
Curran at
emphasis
7.
on the Shikhar Dhawan. Shikhar Dhawan is the key player for us.
Yeah, that's true. He has to play the anchor, but you have Sam Curran at 7, you have Harshal at 8. So it's a decent batting lineup as well. You have a deep batting as well. So I think the buys were not that good, but if you look into the paper, things can be sorted as well. I'll start with Aryan. Rate this team out of 10, please.
6.5.
6.5 says Aryan. Apaji, anything more or less?
I'll just say 7 because obviously they've had one season to gel. The coaching setups come in, bangers come in, and I think that overall back end of the thing will give us that boost. And then again, Sanjay Banga knows Harsha Patel, so if we get the Harsha Patel that was under Sanjay Banga, I think it'll be a very good buy. But I'm still worried about the spinning options, and I'm still worried about that Indian finisher, and we didn't solve those two problems.
Okay, okay. And we have Mayank with us for the Lucknow Super Giants. And it's, yeah, yes, Mayank, welcome to the show for the first time. Lucknow Super Giants, very minimal players you had to select, but you've got a couple of Shiva Mavi, Ashton Turner, David Willey, who is a retired player, is back in amongst the mix. Are you pleased with the squad you have with you?
Yeah, basically we never had that question of extra players because we were already very settled side. And yeah, so like we were all looking for the replacement of Mark Ward because everybody know that he won't be available for all the matches. So we
Yeah,
got a good replacement form of David Willey. Also, like
okay, could
Lucknow
be.
is a very good, rank turner, right? So we got replaced like for the spinners we got Ashton Turner, we got another that left arm spinner. Sorry forgot the name. Who's from TNPL,
Okay,
right?
so yeah, no worries. I think it's M. Siddharth you've got,
Yeah, I
who
am
is
Siddharth,
the
right,
other.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
you've got
basically,
in a
yeah,
good
we were.
bucks at 2.4, but your costliest player is Shiva Mavi. Was he a missing factor amongst the middle orders or lower middle order, I must say?
Yeah, basically, we were also looking for the replacement of Avesh Khan. So we went for Kartik Tyagi also, but I think Shivam Mavi is a um, very good replacement of Avesh Khan.
Hmm.
And also he brings in,
Okay.
he's a very good fielder. He brings in a very good batting skill. He can swing a bat. He can be aggressive at the end. So yeah, I think very settled side, very settled 11. Just the overseas players like Kyle Mayers, Lamine Ullock, they might have to sit out because of because of their contemporaries. But they are very settled side. Nothing
Okay.
much in the auction, but
You're
yeah,
pretty much
very good
settled
side.
with this side. You're pretty much
Right, right.
pleased, I must say. But if you have to rate this team out of 10, what would be your in short?
Out of 10, yeah, around 7, 7.5.
7, 7.5, you're saying? 7.5, I must tell you. I must take from what you're saying. All right. Thank you so much, Mayank, to be part of the show. It was wonderful. Thank you so much for representing the Lucknow Super Giants. And any other team that I'm missing? It is lastly the Royal Challengers Bangalore. Unfortunately, the fan is not available at this moment. I'll take over. I'll bring in Gurpal Singh ji, and then I'll bring in Deepu as well a little while later. I'll add Sitanshu first. Your views on RCB squad. What was your reaction when you saw them?
I mean, like always, they have had a decent, like compared to the previous editions, they had a decent buy this time around. I mean, they have covered up few of the spaces, but then again, the finishing role maybe that is something which is lacking.
So don't you think we expected them to go absolutely all guns blazing behind any of the two Aussie quicks? But once they failed on Pat Cummins, do you think they could have waited for Mitchell Stark, or was it a wise move to go to Elzari Joseph and Yash Dayal as the backup replacement? I asked this to Gurpal Singh ji.
I guess they could have waited for Mitchell Stark. I don't know what were their plans, because they are spending 5 crore for Yash Dayal and 11 crore to Alzai Joseph and Tom Curran 1.5, almost 18 crore they have spent for three fast bowlers, or 20 crore for Lockie Ferguson they have picked in the last. So I guess they were not probably prepared, or their mind was not working at that point of time. I don't know what they did. They are always goof up in the auctions, as you always know about the RCB. They always goof up like this. They never care about having a good finisher, and always go flat on the bowling, especially death bowling, as always.
Absolutely, absolutely. But do you think that the RCB have still sorted the death bowling, or is it not with Elzari Joseph, Yash Dayal,
No,
Lockie
because they
Ferguson? I
even
think. Mhm.
that's a good shit. That's a good buy, Lockie Ferguson. If not Mitchell Stark, they could have pushed Mumbai for Gerard Coetzee or Madhushanka.
Yeah,
They even
yeah.
don't
I think
even
they
they
could
even
have
they
gone for
not.
Madhu Shankar.
Yeah, Madhushanka. Even the Nuwan Thasara, who is a typical Slinga Malinga action. He has what we have seen on the social media now after his selection. So he could have been a good buy for them. I don't know what their scouting is how their management works. So
Okay. So, being a neutral, I'll firstly ask Siddhanshu, they'll come to Gulpal Singh ji. Neutral, would you rate RCB's squad out of 10?
Maybe a seven, six to
7?
seven.
7 is what you're saying. Gulpal Singh ji, your prediction?
same seven, and they need to work very hard to qualify for the playoffs. All will again depend upon their batsmen,
Because
basically.
yeah, and and they have not focused on any batsmen at all this time again.
Yeah,
They have just gone for bowlers, and bowlers have a nightmare at Chinnaswamy. Everyone knows.
nightmare at Chinnaswamy. Yeah. And even the short
Absolutely.
ball will not be helpful. The short ball with the short ball, either it will be scooped for the leg side, or will
Yeah,
be
it's a
square
small
cut
ground. It
for the
will go
offside.
for a
Small
long,
ground, now
long.
the
Yeah.
two short balls, two bouncer will not help much.
Absolutely, it could be one of the things. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And I have Deepu and Vivar with me. I'll ask them about this team. Unfortunately, we couldn't have a Rajasthan Royal fans with us. And Deepu, I'll come to you first. Rajasthan Royals, they did not have much to do in the auction, but they picked the first pick of the auction was Robman Powell. They did that, and they completely went quiet throughout the entire auction. Your point on Rajasthan Royal squad, is it still balanced, or they had to pick a few here and there?
Well, I feel it's a very balanced squad, and also the fact that they'll not only have Hetmar, they'll have a Robman Powell as well, and he bowls occasionally, so that is another thing, and they've got the finishing power. I mean, when we would always talk about Hetmar or a Dhruv Jorel, who could finish, but now they've got that batter as well, who can finish the games in the end, even though he had a very lukewarm last season, but. Maybe he's got a new home, and obviously when he was with Delhi, I mean, we used to talk about that. He needs a better
Yeah,
team where his place is
absolutely.
settled. At Delhi, his place was not settled, so I feel at 5 or 6 he can play as a pure batter, and obviously the fact that they have traded Devdutt Padikkal as well to
Yeah.
Lucknow, so that option is also gone off. That batting won't slow down. They have their aggressive batters in with, and obviously Sanju's form is also very key for Rajasthan's batting order to click. So I feel it's a
True,
very
true that.
good buy. Hetmeyer has a West Indian company, and also these two guys are, we know what they can do on their particular day. And bowling wise also, they are very lethal given that they have got Avesh Khan back, and how good form he is in right now at the moment. And Trent Bolt, we all know what football skills he has at up front in the power play. So I feel it's a very good squad of Rajasthan Royals. They didn't need to have to do much in the squad, and I feel they had a very good day. And obviously, given that Josh Butler won't be available in the end. He'll be going for the whatever World Cup
Absolutely.
series or the
No,
Pakistan series
they
they have
have a
got
series
tickets
Pakistan
to
to
series.
Pakistan.
qualify.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pakistan
So
I
series.
would
that
have
Just
again
come
before
they
to
the
have
the
World
gone for
Cup.
that backup.
Punjab Kings. I would have definitely come to the Punjab Kings team later on, but unfortunately both the fans have left. But Vibor, coming to you, neutral point of view, Deepu has said most about the Rajasthan Royals side, but now you have two West Indian in the middle order. Is it an and an or is it both of them can play in the playing 11?
I think both of them can play in the playing 11. They both will start. If we look at their four overseas, then it's surely Butler, Hetmeyer, Roman Powell, and then Trent
Trent
Bolt. So
Bolt?
I think yes, Roman Powell will be starting with Trent Bolt, and they have got a backup Bolt in Andre Berger. And for Josh Butler's backup, they have got Cadmore, who was highest run scorer in T10,
Yeah.
recently concluded T10, and Roman Powell has been part of Royals family with Barbados Royals, so they have got a sorted team. It's good that they went for Roman Powell. They have got Shubham Dubey. He's an exciting finisher. He was striking at 188 in the Syed Mushtaq Trophy. So they have done well with the limited purse. They have got a good squad.
Okay. And I'll start with you, Vibor, then I'll go to Deepu. Rate this team from a neutral point of view out of 10, please.
8.5.
8.5. Okay. And Deepu for you?
I'll give it 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 because Deepu straight away said that this team looks settled. All right, so this concludes our team analysis. Now it's time for the neutral point of view. I'll start with Siddhanshu. It was an 8-hour show, to be very honest. Kaisa tha? Like, how was the day for you? Not just for CSK, but SE overall, how was the auction? Did you feel that it was a little bit of ego battle that was going on, or was it a fair auction that you looked into? I think Siddhanshu just got cut in the networks. No problem. The same question for you, Gurpal Singh ji.
I guess it was a very good auction, and in between there was a madness. In between, you can say the ego power, and but it was really good. So it was fun after the World Cup, everything. So today attending an auction, it was very good event. I feel some players might have got the money which was not required. For example, I told you Riley Russo could have been easily bought for 2 crores, and which Punjab paid 8 crores due to the Delhi management intervention. Uh, so there were some smart buys and there was some really wasted buying as well. Some players missed out, like Michael Bracewell missed out. I don't know why
Yeah,
Matt Henry has not been chosen in the team, because he's a very good bowler. He is a hit the deck bowler, seam bowler like Mohammad Shami. If we rate Mohammad Shami is a very good bowler, Matt Henry
there
is
were
also a
many
very good
players that
bowler.
turned out to be a surprise. Yeah,
Yeah, and many players are during the first time that they got unsold. So Tristan Stubbs again got selected. Josh English got unsold, maybe because of the reason. First in the first match he got century. After that he was be taken care of by Ravi Bishnoi, because of the spinning tracks and all. So it was a surprising
could be.
auction, and the amount which was being paid to Mitchell Starc and Pat Cummins, my God, that was huge. Never expected. I expected from
Absolutely.
20
I would
20
have.
crores, but 25 crores of Mitchell Stark was a huge amount. But that was Gautam Gambhir over there. He wanted Mitchell Stark badly, and he has the purse. So that is why he was able to buy Mitchell Stark for that huge amount. But
Uh,
overall, it was a good auction.
Agreed, agreed. We were all witnessing that in our televisions as well. That Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins going bonkers. Siddhanshu, I hope your network is good
Yeah,
now. Yes, I see it's good now. I'll come to you now.
Yeah.
From no neutral point of view, you were witnessing Mitchell Stark and Pat Cummins go for 20 plus. At some stage, definitely you must have thought, what is going on? They should definitely stop here. It's going out of budget. I think it's exceeding too much. What was the budget you, or what was the mark you thought that it shouldn't go across this? I'll start with Pat Cummins first.
Yeah, so Pat Cummins, I mean, I was seeing around 20-ish because of his recent World Cup that he has had in India itself. Although it's a different format, but then the kind of composure he showed and also the leadership skills which he showed, and that's what SRH was looking for as well. And they always had that one overseas all-rounder in their lineup, whether it was a Carlos Brathwaite, whether it was a Jason Holder. So they always had this one pacer who can come in at the end and he can, finish the innings. So they
Absolutely.
would have been looking for one such player, and if he's giving you that captaincy material, then it's like covering like two or three aspects at the same time. So if they have the budget, then they definitely were going to go for that.
So you expected
So
20 ish for Pat Cummings. And Vibur, now I'll come to you.
that's
Mitchell
because he's
Stark.
giving you. That's because
Yep.
he's giving you both bat and ball and the captaincy.
And
So
leadership. Yeah, it could be
yes,
that
So
factor.
I want to
But
add one thing. I want to add one thing. Like Sitanshu said, if the SRH management doesn't make Pat Cummins captain, then I guess this is a waste buy for them. If it doesn't make him the captain,
then they should, they
they're
should,
purely
but
looking
they
him as
should. But
a captain.
once again, I'll bring to this point that is it an injustice toward Aiden Markram now that you're putting him outside the captaincy because he has just been the captain for one season, but
I
just
guess
because you got a
it's a
costlier
bit of
player,
it's a bit of rough for Ida Markham, but the thing is that the last year's team was too strong as well. Everybody, even we fans and everybody in the cricket arena, predicted that SR will be top four or title contender. But the team didn't click gel well and they didn't click well. Even you see the Aiden Market captaincy in the international level as well. So in T20 series, we managed to beat them. We managed to draw the series 1-1 after getting 1-0 down. So I guess there are some captaincy chinks in the Markram's captaincy with regards to T20, and he's already learning. Though SH made him captaincy because he won them the in that SA T20 league.
SA20.
That
yeah, that's
transpired them
correct.
to make Markram the captain. So I guess
So,
they're definitely looking for Pat Cummins as a captaincy material. That's why they have paid 20 crores to him.
I mean, just adding on to that, that's what I was about to say. Like, so Markram would not have been technically the first pick as a captain, maybe even in the last year's setup, but only because of his performance, and since they have someone like a Marco Jansen as well in the lineup who is also playing with Markram. So they have that coordination or that chemistry they would be having. So it would be easier for him to manage. So that would have been the first pick in that sense for the last year's captaincy role. And here you have a Pat Cummins who is like by far a way better captain than Markram. So maybe they
And
might
that
demote
also shows the
Markram.
price tag,
They
right?
might demote Markram to a vice captain position if at all they are looking at him in the starting 11. But it's not about snatching the captaincy from Markram because he's still like Sunrisers is again one of the teams which has multiple franchises across the world. So in the SA20 league, he's still going to be the captain. So it's not
But
about
but
snatching it from him.
but don't you think, Siddhanshu, that if his captaincy has been snatched from his team, from him, then his place can also be a threat. Now he doesn't have the captaincy tag
That's
with
what I'm
him,
saying. That's
and
why I mentioned
also
if he is. That's what I mentioned. If he is going to be a starter in the 11, then he might be given the vice captaincy as well. Otherwise, I
even if
think they
he's
might
given the vice
continue with
captain,
Bhuvi.
we have seen a lot of time vice captains also get dropped. But the 8 or 9 overseas players SRH has brought, I think so. Each and every player is a starting 11 guaranteed, but
Exactly.
they have to choose only
Exactly.
four. So
That's what even Krishna Gopal was mentioning.
yeah.
Like
Now,
before
if
we started the
Markram has
live,
been
that's what he
taken
was
off from
mentioning.
the captaincy, I think that this might create a problem for them.
Yeah, I mean, on a personal level, yeah, it would create a problem. But if you look at it from the franchise point of view, I don't think there's any issue with respect to that. And I mean,
Okay.
just like, and since you have brought this topic, and that's what I wanted to speak about during the MI and Punjab fan battle going on regarding the captaincy. So, what I wanted to mention was if you actually look at the MI setup right now, you have at least, I think, 4 or 5 minimum players who are, a definite starter in the Indian T20 lineup.
Yep.
And considering the 2024 World Cup, I don't know how much of it. This is what I think could be one of the reasons. I don't know how much of it could be considered with respect to BCCI also. But if you actually look at the lineup, you have Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan, you have a Tilak Verma, you have a Sky, you have and when they're bringing in Hardik Pandya in, you have him as well, and then you have a Bumrah.
Bumrah,
So I
right?
think around
Agreed.
5 to 6 people you have who are definite starters in your Indian T20 lineup, which is also
Absolutely.
going to happen. Like we are also going to have the T20 World Cup, in which most probably, like I don't think there's going to be a change in the captaincy in the T20 World Cup. I think Hardik Pandya is going to lead the side there
Could be,
right
but
now
Definitely.
because he's not available. I think
don't
that's
want to
why
get
like
into the.
Sai has taken it up.
It could be,
But
but we
I
don't
don't know.
want to go. Yeah,
I don't know. I might be
That is for
overthinking on this.
some other day. This is for some other day.
agreed. But some other day.
Like, I might be overthinking on this, but I mean, just to have
No, no,
everyone
you are
bonding
thinking
together.
absolutely right. You are
You're
thinking
thinking in
This
the
could
absolutely
right
be
right.
one
spot.
of the reasons.
Either
This could
either
be one of
Rohit
the
Sharma
reasons.
or Hardik Pandya captain, this lineup will be there. These 5 6 players will definitely be there in the Indian
You're in the
T20
right
setup.
direction.
Yeah, this
But
Yeah,
five
I
you're in
six
the
just
right
think,
lineup
direction.
and
yeah,
them playing together under the captainship of Hardik Pandya in IPL as well as in the World Cup. That could be something
absolutely.
they would want to build up on. So
It
You
could
will
be.
you will
that was
get
my
your
point I
answer
wanted
in
to make.
January. You will get your answer on 11th January when the team plays against Afghanistan.
No, I think there also BCCI will start their resting and stuff. They will rest Rohit Sharma. They will rest Virat
Yes,
Kohli.
they will
One thing will
rest.
be there. One thing will be there. If Rohit has to captain, then he has to play the Afghanistan series. Otherwise, they will see how Rohit and Virat goes in IPL. They will check their form
I'll be
during
very
that point
honest.
of time.
They will just judge on as per the IPL season. They
Yes,
will just
exactly.
judge
And
on the IPL form, nothing else.
Agreed.
Even
Agreed. Nothing
Afghanistan,
else.
I will not be surprised if KL Rahul is given the leadership or Surya Kumar has been given the leadership. I will
Yeah.
not be surprised. BCCI
But
is the master
I think
of doing
with
this
but
the
experiment.
but we
T20
are
setup, I
expecting
don't think
Hardik.
Rohit Sharma is coming in again. I don't think Rohit Sharma will be coming into the T20 captainship anyways.
But we are
Even if he
expecting
comes, but
Hardik
I
to be
don't
fit
think
for
there's a spot for him.
Afghanistan series. Yeah,
Even if he
agreed.
comes, because I think Yashasvi Jaiswal deserves a start along with either of Shuman Gill or you have Ishan Kishan who can start. So there are enough players. I don't think so. Rohit's inclusion could be there, but I don't know what can happen. I'll come to Vibur now. Vibur, a very different question I have for you. One of the fans says, and you have to be in a neutral point of view and says, how much did you like the auctioneer for today? Was he slow? Was
Auctioneer.
he after the mark? What was your reaction?
The best thing was fair warning. to get,
I think that was one word she was given by Jaisha, to be very honest. And she was saying that 3 to 4 times. I really missed that auctioneer, the foreigner, who unfortunately got unwell last time. He was somebody who was very steady. Even
Yes,
Charu
even
Sharma was
Charu
good.
Sharma was fine.
Yeah, even
And
he
I think
was
still
good, but
Punjab Kings had an issue during the auction. I think
yeah,
even
yeah,
after
yeah,
those fair warnings,
Yes, yes,
like
yes.
I think they in that rapid, like whatever
Shashank,
that
rapid
accelerated
Shashank
round
Singh.
was,
couple of players
uh,
they constantly bought, and they like maybe we
and
did
they're
not
like we
want
didn't
them.
buy it.
Yeah, but the hammer was down, so you
Yeah,
I'm
have
so
just
it was
you are you
deal was
there
done.
or is it?
just sorry to mention, being a female auctioneer, she was trying to bully every franchise. Like it was like haath har muna laga. The moment she was holding, some team realized that this player is coming our way. She used to take a lot of time and other bit carries on. So a
Yes.
lot of the franchise must have saying that we missed on the player because of her slow conduction of auction or waiting for the other people to bid.
And
Could
anyway, it
be.
got
Lots
stressed
of
more
this
than a
happened.
mega auction. It got anyway stressed more than a mega auction. I mean, we started at 1 o'clock, I guess, 1:30 maybe, and
Yes, one o'clock,
it
1 o'clock,
got ended at what 8 or 9,
Nine
and
o'clock.
it's
We ended
it
at
Nine
nine
was
o'clock.
o'clock.
nine
still
o'clock.
dinner
9
time.
o'clock.
It ended at the dinner time. I mean, yeah, it was
It's
quite slow and boring. And personally, if we all have seen Richard Madlick how he conducts the auction.
Yeah.
We all were missing him very badly, and
absolutely.
I
I was
think
saying
this
the
is the
same.
initiative which BCCI needs to take upon, and how they threw out Madeline. I mean, clearly lighting the message that we don't require your services anymore. That's too blunt to
That's not good enough.
of
I
someone
don't
like a
think so. He's
veteran.
going to
So I
be
feel
back, but
it's
still,
better that the conduction of the auction should have been more better.
absolutely. And Deepu, we got
Agreed.
you.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, you had some network issues at that time. In short, give your views on the Delhi Capitals team and how much do you rate that side out of 10?
I mean, I'm just add to that reaction which Aryan and Paji made. I mean, it was really, quite surprising to see. And given that, I mean, Shai Hope, I mean, we were looking for an extra bowling option. I mean, Richardson is a really good buy, but I was really tipping for a Loki Ferguson. Given that we didn't have the option, and we just were timid to buy Mitch Starc. I mean, we started off well, going straight away after him, but we just fizzled out in the end. So I guess yes, I would have loved a Lockie Ferguson in, and Harry Brook again. It's a really good buy, given that we can't buy all the players according to our needs. So Harry Brook again was a really good buy. Tristan Stubbs again was an unexpected call. I wasn't expecting this one. I was rather expecting a Josh Inglis coming in place of Tristan Stubbs, who can handle the middle order as well and can give you that opening option. Once Prithvi Shaw, he's a guy who's little bit susceptible at the top. So
So who would be your four
Yes.
overseas actually in
do
this
the job for us.
lineup?
I
And
have one question. I have one question for all of you, especially
Yep.
to Deepu and
Yep.
Preetham. You got Tristan Stubbs and Shai Hope. Why don't you go? Why didn't you went for Kushal Mendes? Kushal Mendes would have been better player than both of these. Just a
Honestly, I did not.
neutral point of view.
Honestly, I did not want
honestly,
neither
Padi, I
of
mean, I
Shai
agree
Hope
to
or.
your choice. I mean, Kushal Mendes, yes. If you compare a Shai with Kushal Mendes, I hands down take Kushal Mendes in place of him. Given that, Paji, the backroom staff also matters a lot, and this Aussie dominated backroom staff, they wouldn't have gone for an Asian keeper.
But
So that's
Saurav Ganguly
another.
is also there, and Kushal Mendes has played a very fantastic inning at
Yep.
Delhi against South Africa in the first match, and he plays
But
spin
Paji,
very
We
again,
well.
cannot.
this
I'll be very
they
honest. We
did
cannot judge that
usually don't go
surface.
for the Sri Lankan players, the UAE players. It was during the earlier case. Right now we have so many big players in the backroom staff. Sometimes it's that conflict as well which happens. That is the reason many of us, the Delhi fans, want either Dada to go, or because punter we know what job he's doing. So many of us want to have that clarity whether we are going for Aussie players or English players or whatever Asian players we have. So again, the conflict also takes a very big talk about it, and still now I'm not able to digest that we have got Shai Hope, who will be playing his maiden IPL season, and he's starting with us. So again, that's a really big question that which
Preetham,
We
if
have
you
really
can
spoken
show
about
the
it,
DC
but I don't
lineup,
know.
if you can
Yeah.
show the DC lineup, I just had one question. Who will be your openers?
openers. I mean, Prithvi Shaw and David Warner start first up, and if there is a flounder of something like that, there's a mishappening or something, then I guess we have to open with Mitch Marsh or Yash
Yeah.
Dul.
I think the
I
two
would
Aussies
want
will
Yash
open.
Dul to open
I
with
think
David Warner.
You
Kusharga is the
also have
opener.
Harry Brook.
Kumar Kusharga is the opener, right?
Well,
I have no idea
I
about
haven't much seen the uncapped guys. I mean, I see a little bit of Kumar Kushagra in the smat. I heard of him, but I haven't seen him play. So the time will tell what role
but
they
he
define.
has
And
been good
most
for a.
importantly,
He has been the
roles have to be
costliest
defined
guy.
properly again. Last year it wasn't the
So,
case. So
so
roles have to.
Warner and Marsh have opened for Australia.
Yeah, I think
Then
if
you
Prithvi Shaw will be given a couple of games because he has been retained for some reason definitely. So he will be given a couple of chances. If he doesn't perform, you have a Marsh at three. Then I think at four, if Pant is not fit, then you have to go for somebody like a Kumar Kushargar who is there. Then you have a Harry Brook at five. I think
I
perfect.
think Kumar Kushagra will start over Prithvi Shaw. He's a opener, and they are paying him 7.2 crores. They will start him because
Yeah,
he's a wicket
definitely. He
keeper. I
will
don't
definitely
see
be part
Rishabh
of the
Pant keeping.
11.
I
Yeah,
don't see
even I
Rishabh
don't
But
think
Pant
so
this
Prithvi
keeping
Shaw,
because
time
him.
around,
Prith-
I
Prithvi
mean,
Shaw will
yes.
start.
Yeah,
Prithvi
I
Shaw
mean,
will
just I
start.
was going to say this only. Prithvi Shaw, there's a reason that he has been retained. I mean,
yeah,
we all that
definitely.
he is going to be a certainty that he'll be released. I mean, many were not even talking about him. That he'll be in the DC colors again. So there's a purpose that he has been retained again. Maybe they are looking at him as a future, even though he's way
Mhm.
behind all the youngsters. Shubman Gill has got the captaincy at the other end, and he's still making his name. So I feel there's a reason that he has been retained, and he'll be starting as the prime opener for us, and he has to prove this time around because he can't be a muck with the bat this time around. We have players in the back room where he can be replaced. Right, last year we didn't have a replacement for him. We had to go with four overseas players at the top,
Yeah,
we,
absolutely.
and that
Yeah,
compromised the bowling lot again. So he
absolutely.
has to be on his toes, otherwise he'll be warming the bench, and next time he'll be under the hammer. So I feel Prithvi Shaw's form is more important, and Rishabh Pant's batting is also really important if he can't keep the wickets.
True that. And we'll bring the final question of the day. Priyanka has the final question before we conclude the show. It says that who is the most settled and sorted team according to you guys? And I'll neutral points. I'll get neutral views from all of them. I'll start with Siddhanshu. Is it your team, or you have any other team that has come to your mind as your most settled side?
I mean, I would say CSK as well as SRH would be the top two picks for me with respect to the most sorted option and the most sorted teams.
Okay, so CSK and who's it?
SRH, SRH.
SRH and CSK. Okay, SRH and CSK are your two settled sides. You're saying. I'll come to Gurpal Singh ji. Your views. Is it MI or is it any other team that you're looking for?
I guess I will pick three teams: MI, CSK, and KKR, because they
KKR.
don't
Okay.
do too much. They don't do too much changes. SRH, if they lose first match, then they will definitely do chop and change. Punjab will do chop and change. So KKR, Mumbai,
For
and
sure, you will
CSK,
not
they
see that
like the
with
teams.
जब तक
Yeah,
धोनी है, you will not see that definitely.
huh.
But yes, you're
CSK is
saying
there,
KKR under Gautam Gambhir is a different team. I must tell you that.
different team. So CSK only has to manage one thing: whether they have taken Ravi Rachandra as a backup for Conway, or Ravi Rachandra as a Ravi Rachandra will start, and Moin Ali will be the backup. That they have to see how they
Exactly.
will manage the Ravi Chandran Conway and Moin Ali. These three how they will manage.
Absolutely. You can leave that up to Dhoni's masterclass, to be very honest.
Dhoni is
Priyanka says
yeah, yeah.
that Kavya Raman is happy with your replies, as you both mentioned about SRH, to be very honest. And Deepu, I'll come to you. Your picks, is it DC? I don't think so. Your face shows that you're pleased with the DC team. Who is the most balanced team according to you in the IPL auction?
I mean, obviously Chennai. I mean, they had their most of the squad retained. Ambati Raidu spot was the one, and they have got a replacement for it as well. And obviously, Mumbai also did a really good job. They have got Kodzia, they have got Tushara as well, and batting. I mean, we don't need to speak about the batting. We know the openers. We know Surya at three or at four, at Tilak at four. Hardik is obviously there, so their batting is also sorted up. I feel Chennai and Mumbai, these two are the teams, who also start as favorites and are the most consistent ones. And again, they have given a tough message to us, to not only to us but to everyone, that be aware, the old rivals are back. Maybe
Absolutely.
with a
Okay.
different captain, but yeah, these two sides are the one which look very very dangerous.
Okay, so you're saying Mumbai and Chennai. So far,
Yeah.
I'm surprised I did not yet hear one team. And come to Vibber before I say if Vibber mentions that team. Vibber, your picks, which is the most settled team according to you?
For me, Gujarat for sure. We look settled, and Mumbai and Chennai.
Okay, so you said three teams. Nobody's talking about the Rajasthan Royals. Deepu, you started off saying that this is the most settled team. Unfortunately, you forgot about them or you changed your mind.
No, I mean there is a reason, because Rajasthan Royals, if you look at last year as well, they were consistent. They started off really well, and they just they just lost their way. I mean they have a really good side, but if you look, Josh Butler won't be there in the end, and he plays a pretty integral part at the top of the order, because top three make your batting and make the bulk of that run scoring as well. So I feel, given that Josh Butler won't be there, obviously TKC is a reliable batter, but again, to replace someone like a Butler, will they be able to do it? Whereas Mumbai Indians, we know that from number one to number five or number six, whatever their batting lineup is, they can damage any opposition. Same with Chennai. They have Devon Conway up front, and they have a Ravindra Jadeja at number six or number seven. We know how capable they are. Whereas even Sanju's form, he is also a little bit of a on and off kind of a player, and his team depends a lot on him. And to be honest, he hasn't delivered at his full potential yet. Whereas these two teams have the players who can take the game away from the opposition at any point of time and at any number, be it number three, number four, or even at six or seven. So that is the reason that I have
Agreed,
not picked
agreed.
Rajasthan Royals.
Agreed. And as you said about the Englishmen not being part of the second part of the
Yep.
tournament, I forgot to ask that. Punjab Kings, out of the eight overseas players, have four Englishmen. Livingston, Sam Curran, Johnny Besto, and Chris Stokes. So four of them are going, and they have only left with four. What if something
All are
happens
definite
to Rahim
starters for
Giri?
Pakistan against Pakistan.
That
Yep.
is true, but what if some? Yeah, exactly. And what if the other four overseas players that are part of the Punjab King, one of them is unavailable or injured? Then Punjab is definitely under trouble. What's your take on this one,
Mm.
Gurpal Singh ji? Did they miscalculate something in the auction, or they knew about this?
I guess lots of miscalculation has been done. Like I said, they paid heavily for Rally Russo. They didn't retain
Rally
SRK
Russo.
and then bid for SRK. So they could have gone for English, Josh English, when they knew Bairstow will go midway in May. Then Josh English could have easily come in as a
Definitely.
replacement
And in those
for
Mohali
Punjab.
pitches, he will look good.
Yeah, but releasing Matthew Short was bad only after one season. That was not a good thing to do. They could have buybacked in the auction for a base price as well, base price. So I guess there was lots of miscalculation as per the Punjab Kings.
And also the fact that
Okay,
coach is
no
also
worries
an
with that.
Englishman. Trevor Bayliss was also an Englishman, and also the
Trevor
fact
Bailey.
that we also at Delhi also we go for Australian players, and that is quite natural. So again, he also went for his English players, and he was not aware that the players will be playing a Pakistan series. I mean during the
I
IPL.
would say the same for
That is
CSK
another
as
reason.
well. Stephen Fleming going for all Kiwis. I would say the same for CSK also.
But he will be available,
But
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
again,
can
the
Yeah,
definitely say
availability
that.
also
yeah, yeah,
comes into the picture.
They
New
will be
Zealand
available.
players are always available
yeah.
during. I mean, I have
Availability is
Bayliss.
not the issue. I'm just talking about the management playing that
Yeah, yeah,
important role in picking the overseas.
Yep.
But
absolutely. That's
Sitanshu,
true. That
they CSK goes for a spinner, not for the fast bowler. They never got fastman Kiwis. They always because Sachin Ravindra is a spinner. That's why he's in the CSK team. Had he been a fast bowler or
yeah, yeah,
normal
could be.
Even Darren
normal
Mitchell can
batsman,
give us those. Even Darren Mitchell can give us those medium pace overs in between.
Yeah, yeah, he can chip in with a
Darren
couple
Mitchell
of
is a
overs and get his off cut help.
Daryl
Yeah,
Mitchell is the
yeah,
match
yeah,
winner.
could
Daryl Mitchell is the player who hits down the ground. And चेन्नई में जो डाउन द ग्राउंड खेलता है उसी का स्ट्रेंथ है.
जो
वही रन
स्पिन
बनता
अच्छा
है. आप
खेल
काउ कॉर्नर
सकता है.
पर चेन्नई में नहीं मार सकते हैं. और स्पिनर चाहिए तो डाउन द ग्राउंड खेलते हैं. वो वही वहां पे सक्सेसफुल है.
Definitely,
He's
definitely.
a gun
Thank you
player.
so
That's
much,
why
Gurpal
they
Singh
made
ji.
14 crore. Sure.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you for
Thank
the
you so much,
opportunity.
Gurpal Singh ji. Thank
Yeah.
you, Siddhanshu,
Thank
Deepu,
you.
and Vivar. It was a wonderful show. Even thank you
Thank
to all the
you.
people who had joined us for their team analysis as well. That concludes our IPL 2024 auction reaction. Till then, thank you so much. Let's sit back and see what this team performs. All the 10 teams performs in a few months' time in the IPL 2024. Till then, thank you so much and good night.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Good night.